Earlier this week, some Republicans in the House said, hey, let's rename Dulles Airport, which is in Northern Virginia, suburb of D.C., after the Orange Man. Well, a couple of Democrats said, we have a better idea. Go to my iPad, Henry. Congressman Jerry Connolly, whose district the airport is in, and Jared Moskowitz out of Florida, and John Garamendi, they introduced a bill, Matt, Kelly, Michael, that is amazing. They say, instead, let's change the name of the federal prison in Miami to the Donald J. Trump Federal Correctional Institution. The quote, Connolly says, hey, when our Republican colleagues introduced their bill to rename Dulles after Donald Trump, I said the more fitting option would be to rename a federal prison. I see no reason to wait. Donald Trump faces nearly 100 felony charges. He has been found liable of sexual abuse and subsequently for defaming the victim of that abuse. He has been fined hundreds of millions of dollars in a civil fraud case. It is only right that the closest federal prison to Mar-a-Lago should bear his name. I hope our Republican friends would join us in bestowing upon Donald J. Trump the only honor he truly deserves. I think it is a fantastic idea, Matt.
I think this is stupid. This is absurd. And look, as a matter of course, I don't like a lot of the political pageantry on either side, no matter where my loyalties lie. I think it's dumb. I mean, look, they can't even figure out how to pass a spending bill to keep the government open, but they have time to pass, or at least propose asinine bills like this. I mean, it's funny. I'll concede that. I don't like the idea that, we as a society are becoming more cemented in the idea of making people guilty in the court of public opinion before they're found guilty in court. I think that will surely happen with Donald Trump, but he hasn't been found guilty yet. So, I get it. But I do think that it's funny. But I also don't like when politicians waste our resources on this kind of thing, because we have a lot of big issues that need to be tackled. And I don't think they need to be passing bills purely for us to be talking about it on shows and laughing at the political shade. I mean, they got a lot more important things to do.
Well, actually, they have a lot more important things to do, Michael, but they've only passed something like 30 bills the whole damn year. So Democrats are like, okay, you have a stupid idea, we got a better one.
They passed the Republican-led House of Representatives passed 27 bills in 2023. That's the lowest number since the early 1930s during the Great Depression. This is a great idea. Mr. Law and Order is going to have a prison possibly named after him. Now, Donald Trump loves to slap his name on everything else. Okay, whether it's a Bible, whether it's steaks, whether it's water, whether it's Trump Tower, whether he likes to sign his name on stimulus checks and make people think that they came from him. So I think this is a good idea and probably poetic justice as well. And I know he hasn't been convicted yet, but Matt, a lot of this stuff he's admitted to doing. He admitted to taking the documents. He said he wants his documents back. He lied and said the Presidential Records Act of 1978 said he could take the documents and keep them. Okay, they were in his drawer. He didn't say he didn't take them. So a lot of this stuff, when you listen to him, a lot of this stuff he's admitted to doing. He's just too stupid to realize it. Name this after him. Maybe he'll go to this prison.
I mean, obviously, Matt, go ahead. I'm sorry. I
was going to say, Roland gets mad at us when we take the show over, so I don't want to get in trouble, but I will.
No, go ahead.
The show over.
That case. That's the case that I thought imperils him the most, frankly, because not only did he keep those documents, his team conferred with the government multiple times. And then there's evidence that, he colluded with somebody that he's charged with. I can't remember the gentleman's name, to keep those documents away from the government. So I think that case really has serious risk for him. And I've always thought that. So I don't think you're wrong. But I like the idea of innocent until proven guilty, because otherwise we will be on the losing end of that. And we have to preserve that as a principle of our legal system in America. I'm done, Roland.
Yeah, but here's the whole deal. Here's the whole deal, Kelly. You don't have to be convicted of something to have it named after you.
You don't. From my understanding, Dulles is named after somebody from the Eisenhower administration.
It was one of the Dulles brothers. You have Allen Dulles and John Foster Dulles, of course, the brothers who, frankly, were responsible for overthrowing many governments. One controlled the CIA, one was Secretary of State.
Right. So, and that's to my point. Like, we have plenty of landmarks and buildings named after people in American government that did absolutely atrocious things, whether they were convicted or not. So I don't see why this would be any different. I do agree with Matt that the legislation is dumb. I do think that we have more important things to discuss, but everybody needs a little bit of comic relief, even those who are in the government and frankly haven't been doing much by not passing bills. I digress on that. Even still, the point was made, right? I would go a step further and say it shouldn't be something that Congress passes. I think they should slap his name on a for-profit prison for all, make some money, because he got to pay almost $500 million, or no, that got discounted to 100.
Pay it. He still has to pay it. That's just a bond.
Oh, he still has to pay it. Okay, I mean, he needs to make money somehow.
The case, yeah.
He needs to make money somehow. I say put it on a for-profit prison, call it a day, and frankly, leave us alone. But my point being is that there are plenty of things that are named after people who did really grimy stuff, and their names are slapped on buildings all the time, every day. I don't see why Donald Trump would be any different. I think this would actually be appropriate.
Well,
have at it.
Hey, bottom line is, he's an idiot. And yeah, they're just having fun with it, but it was an equally stupid idea to name the airport after him because he's absolutely out of his mind.
Fanbase is pioneering a new era of social media for the creator economy. This next generation social media app with over 600,000 users is raising $17 million, and now is your chance to invest. For details on how to invest, visit startengine.com/fanbase or scan the QR code. Another way we're giving you the freedom to be you without limits.